May I pay homage to Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. May all be well, healthy, safe, and peaceful. ชาปรินิพนธ์สุขอ้วน On behalf of Joyce-based Louis McCord Buddhist community, welcome to Buddhist Service virtually. It's going to be last one before JBLM Chapel reopen in the week of September 27. So the first Buddhist service indoor will go back to Soyo Chapel on the 1st of Thursday, October. So at this moment, I would like to invite you to join me for the masses. When situation change, are you ready? Let's take a moment to pause, be mindful of reality in our life. Everything subject to change, including ourselves. We are subject to change. When situation change, when the time change, if we do not change ourselves, we are going to block ourselves from growing, from opportunity, from better option. We can be like prisoner ourselves. We can be like the person who block ourselves. I don't think you want to be in that. So when situation change, time change, as a one of service member, since 2011, I learned how to change myself, go rolling along. I love one of the sentence in the army song. It say, go rolling along. So that means willing to change in appropriate way. So how we are going to be ready? I'm talking about readiness regarding body, mind, spirit. As a chaplain, mostly promotes religious practice, spiritual practice. I would like to bring your attention to the word of ready. Just make sure you are ready. The first letter of the ready is about R. It's come to my mind about responsibility. The way we respond to ourselves, as same as the way we respond to situation, respond to people who need us. So I invite you learn how to respond to yourself appropriately, respond to your own feeling, respond to your own perception, respond to your own thought in a healthy way. You may need knowledge. You may need to develop yourself, because responsibility is not just about the way you think, but part of your action, commitment, that you need that. The Buddha himself left the palace behind, seek for enlightenment. He spent 6 years in his extremely commitment. And then he can respond to himself. And then he can respond to people who need help. Second one, the letter E. The word come to my mind is about experience. We need experience in order to support our responsibility. If we don't have experience in army, how can we respond to the order, follow the order? How can we be part of soldier? Experience came from what we have learned, what we study. Listening, reading can be one way to come to our experience. And then another experience I would like to recommend you here. Whatever you have learned, whatever you study, if you never put in action, never put in practice, never apply to your job, to work, what you have learned just become nothing. I recommend you to put your experience in action, and then you can gain different experience than you study in the classroom or you study virtually now. COVID-19 pandemic, we cannot take in the class, right? We take class online, we listen to instructor, we listen to professor, but the world outside classroom is reality that we can improve ourselves. So the real experience came from that. Learning by doing. Working, that's you can gain your experience. Like if I never been in military, I'm not able to talk about military experience. So, but I do not mean you have to go to every experience, but something you can learn from different way. And then apply to yourself in appropriate way. Right, put in action, and then you will see what your experience gonna help you out. The third one, A. The word come to my mind is about access. As much as we access, as much as we are able to respond, we are able to use our experience. So how can we access to resource or information that help us? First, asking. Keep asking questions. Begin with question ourselves every morning. What we are going to do, how we feel, how we think about ourselves, how we view who we are, what we are doing for. Spend our time to discuss with ourselves about our goal, how we live our life every day. At least 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. Ask yourself what you are going to do for today in the morning, and then in the evening, what you have completed your plan for today. So whatever you completed, even it's not perfect, you finish it. Appreciate what you have done so far. What you cannot finish, plan for the next day. Because you're not gonna finish your work in one day. America, take more time to be America today. Not just one person, not just one day, one time. So take time to do this. So ask the question in appropriate way. The question can link you to different direction. If you ask yourself with some negative question, why I have to be here, why that happened to me, I hate it. The answer will come up. And then some kind of this question will link you up as a prisoner, link you up as a victim. But if you ask yourself what I have learned from here, what I can do from now on, you can be a learner. When you treat yourself as a learner, that's an opportunity for you to grow, opportunity for you to move on. Because as a student, we learn, practitioner, we learn. And then when we learn, it's okay to do some mistake, and then we can learn from the mistake. Different from treat ourselves as a victim or prisoner. Mostly, if we treat ourselves by this way, we are going to be in the circle of blame, complain, and beat ourselves. It's hard time to lift ourselves up. All right. So access to the resource, so we can do some research. Looking for insight, for self-understanding, looking for outside, for understanding the world. Inner world and outer world come along with each other like a breathing in and breathing out. Those who are listening to me, can you tell me if you can just live with your inhale without exhale? Or if you can just live with your exhale without inhale? Inhalation, exhalation need to be balanced in order to live life meaningfully. Access to what's going on inside. Nobody can help us. We have to learn how to access to our feeling, perception, thinking, and awareness. That help us to understand life. Right now, many things going on in social media. We know what's going on in Asia. We know what's going on in Europe. We know what's going on in America. We know what's going on in somewhere else. But if we do not know what's going on in our mind, we are going to struggling with this. And then it's hard to find someone to help out. I talked to one of the soldiers. He came to me. He has a hard time to deal with his life issue. He asked for help. I spent my time to listen to him. But in the very end, I said, even I listen to you, I try my best to understand you. But I just only access to your life only when you open. I only understand you when you open. But many things you cannot put in your word. That's your homework. Take time to get to know yourself and who you are. Because you live with yourself 24/7. I just come when you request me to be here. Sometimes I may not be available. So you don't want to feel disappointed when people are not available for you. But you can learn how to be available for yourself. Because you live with yourself 24/7. You breathe in and breathe out in order to live your life by yourself. Nobody can breathe for you. Even medical team put medical tool to help your breathing. But just sometimes you don't want it be longer with your body. Right? Learn how to access to inner peace. Learn how to access to outside as needed. But make sure you don't neglect to your own inner peace. The next letter, discipline. Many people talking about that. Many people thinking about that. But how many people can put in action and follow that like goal setting and then follow the goal. Put it in action accurately on calendar and schedule. Put it like a routine. Passive, responsible, experience, excess, so discipline will link up for this. So make you ready for whatever happen. The Buddha is the first person in my life that I feel like develop discipline. He has been doing what he has been taught, has been experienced. So the rule that he puts out to monk, disciple, he lived with that. In army life, we need discipline to live army value, to develop our readiness. And then the last letter, U. The letter Y, that means the word come to me is about you, Y-O-U. I mean each of us as an individual or personal level. Since I've been in army, I have learned how to solve the problem in lowest level. That means in individual or personal level. When I feel stressful, who's the first one who feels that? Me. And then I have to learn how to seek for help. The first one I supposed to seek for help is about myself. For example, like a soldier who came to me, he said he has appointment with behavioral health, but it's going to be next month. So how he is going to live with himself for 30 days until appointment. So for immediate or urgent need, he is the one who lives with himself 24/7. Even sometimes he reaches out to leader, body, family, team. Army, we promote one team, one work, one fight. But sometimes we do not know what to say to the team. If you don't know how to put in the word, ask for help, sometimes it's not easy to ask for help. You can learn how to live your life. So don't wait until things out of your control. If you feel things that you cannot handle, seek for help is okay, but at the same time, don't neglect to your own self-existence. You can help yourself at the same time because you breathe in, breathe out by yourself. You eat every day. You sleep. Nobody can do this for you. Nobody can eat for you. Nobody can sleep for you. Nobody can breathe for you. You live your life. So learn how to live your life. Learn how to rely on your own responsibility, experience, access, discipline. When I say that, I do not mean you are going to reject help from people, but I'm going to talk about self-care, self-love, self-compassion, self-service. I'm here in service uniform. I have learned how to serve for the country, serve for people behind me that I love, serve for higher power that I believe and practice and inspire me to live my life meaningfully. But at the same time, I don't neglect to my own self-care. I would like to invite you to put your own self-care, self-service self-love, self-compassion in your service, in your plan, in your care for people. Because if you cannot breathe by yourself, how you can help people breathing? When you go to the airplane, you will hear anytime to put oxygen, to put things to help yourself breathing, just in case something happens, in order to help people around you, your loved one. Learn how to live your life. Learn how to help yourself. Learn how to appreciate yourself. Because you are the center of your life. Something higher above you, something lower, something on the left, something on the right, in front, in the back, people around you, several things. If you block yourself up, nobody can help you. We're talking about suicide prevention more than a million times. But if that person never open up, never try to help themselves, seek for help themselves and ask for help, even a million people try to help, their lives gonna be end and die before their death. Please, before ending, I would like to invite you, don't die before your death. We are going to die. Death is part of our package life. But if we do not know how to respond to ourselves, we don't know how to use experience, access, and be disciplined to ourselves, we are going to die before our death. Live our life meaningfully, mindfully, carefully, in every moment of life. We are ready to any situation. We are going to live our life meaningfully. We can honor the past. We can secure the future. Let's begin with focus on present moment. The powerful concentration can help us ready when we put in action. Thank you very much for listening. Hopefully this message can help you out. In the very end, please join me for a moment of silence. I would like to share dedication of Marin with the power of loving kindness and compassion from the Buddha, with the power of grace from the teaching, the Dhamma, and then power of harmony from the Sangha monastic life, and peace of mind that we develop together, be shared by all. May all be well, healthy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you.